Hey, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Let's Talk show here on UrbanCast. But really, tonight we're dealing with the CenlaGOAT. I'm your host, Jack, and tonight we're honored to speak with a true legend in the basketball community in our town, Coach Charles Smith, who's also a Naismith Hall of Famer. We don't have too many folks we can do that around this place, Coach Smith. So I'm gonna definitely give you your accolades. And we definitely want to say you built that dynasty over there at Peabody Magnet High School. Um, Go ahead. You have the floor, Coach. I guess everybody know who you are, but you got the floor if you want to say anything.
Well, first I want to say Happy New Year to everyone.
Uh-huh.
Yes, my team is up here in Springfield, Massachusetts. Tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 Central, we'll play in the Martin Luther King Hoophall Classic, sponsored by the Naismith Hall of Fame and, of course, the major shoe company, Nike. So, privilege for us to be invited, and also a privilege for these young men to be able to experience not the basketball, just the basketball part of it, but I try to also make it educational.
Okay. Coach, what does it mean to you personally and professionally to have Peabody Magnet High School represented as such a prestigious event as the Hoophall Classic? I mean, it's like the #1 classic basketball tournament for high schoolers, and little old Peabody in this little old town called Alexandria got Peabody Magnet High School over there playing in this classic this year. What does that mean to you, sir?
Well, it really it's a reward for the many years that we have put into this program. Not just myself, but my coaches. I have some great assistant coaches, and also the young men believing in the program and the process that we've gone through. And what I've tried to do is to make basketball an avenue or a vehicle for these young men, to go beyond Alexandria and become productive members of society.
Coach, there's only 53 teams from across the 18 states that are participating in this program this weekend. How do you prepare your team to compete at such a high level on a national stage, Coach Smith?
Well, it doesn't start this year. It started years ago. And really, because of the success that the young men have achieved ahead of these guys is why we're in this position. We've got a great reputation, not only just for basketball, but placing young men in college and they're getting college degrees. And also we've had the privilege of putting two guys into the NBA who had successful careers, and then they went on overseas and they retired. Currently, I have 3 young men that are playing overseas, including my grandson, which is playing in France. So this is a great opportunity to extend their career beyond high school and beyond college. All 3 of those guys have college degrees, and one of them have a master's degree, and they'll continue to do something that they love, is basketball.
Coach, it's amazing how you talk about the idea, about the educational aspect of this thing, before you even talk about the stuff on the hardwood out there.
Correct.
The educational piece is a very vital piece. I think I asked you the other night, Coach, and I'm gonna give you an opportunity right now to say it live. Being on that court with these young men that you've been working with, you've been not only their coach, their teacher, but the father and all of that kind of good stuff. How have you balanced that, throughout your career? And how have the young men, over these, 4 or 5 decades that you've been in the classroom and on the hardwood?
That's correct.
And the kids changed, but you found a rhythm in there and you kept up with them, and you were able to say, let me change this little nuance and that little nuance and keep kicking and keep having that success. How did that happen?
Well, the kids come to me to play basketball. Oh, that they come to me for. But then I take that opportunity and I go a step further with it. One, I tell them that good things happen to good people. So I try to make them, I try to help them to grow into good people. not just on the basketball court, but in the community, in life. And then after that, I demand that they be academically sound.
Hmm.
It's going to be life after basketball. The greatest basketball player of all time, Michael Jordan, doesn't play anymore. But because he had the financial wisdom and the understanding to build up his nest egg beyond basketball. And that's what I try to tell these young kids. There's life after high school. There's life after you leave home with mom. Are you prepared to face those challenges? And that's what I've tried to do in my basketball program over 40 years.
What advice do you have for the young kids that are playing basketball, like that are part of 318, the junior high teams and things? What message do you want to send to them, Coach?
Well, the major message is success doesn't happen overnight. I know we living in a microwave instant generation, but it takes time. I mean, what we've been able to do at Peabody is build up over of years, 40 to 50 years that we've been able to build this tradition. And it's the same way in life. There's a process that you have to go through. You have to go through high school, get the best possible education you can get. Then you go on from there to, in some cases, college, some military, some technical school. Some even start their own business right out of high school. But there is a process that you have to go through, and it takes a period of time for you to build that reputation.
All right. What message, Coach, would you like to send to the fans and alumni here at home about this weekend and all that kind of good stuff? There's a lot of folk out there watching y'all this weekend.
Right. It's an honor. Every time you hit the court, you want to win, but the other team wants to do the same thing. So, like I'm telling the guys, we want to represent. We want to represent our school. We want to represent our basketball program, and we want to represent our community. And also, we are part of Rapides Parish School Board, so we want to put our best foot forward. And we want the people, and we want ourselves to feel good, win, lose, a draw. We want to feel good that the effort that we put forth represents Louisiana, Alexandria, and Peabody Magnet High.
Okay, all right. Well, Coach, I know you got a busy schedule this evening, and I don't want to hold you up. And we wanted to just reach out to you before this game and all that kind of good stuff. But I definitely want to say thank you, for taking this time out to speak to us over here at UrbanCast CenlaGOAT. And I wish you guys safe travels, and certainly we're gonna be rooting for you. I also want to say you got a couple of Alexandrians that's living up in that Springfield, Massachusetts area, and they're gonna be in the gym tonight as well.
Okay, who are those people?
Well, one of them is an Aaron Burr. Believe it or not, he was, I think, a 1983-82 graduate of Alexandria Senior High. But,
Okay.
When it comes to being the home side, we forget the local stuff then, and we start checking.
Right.
So he and his family going to be there tonight. And I think there's a couple other folk that said that they're from the area that are going to try to get there to the game, man. So a lot of people paying attention there, Coach.
Well, like I said before, it's basketball is good, winning, losing, but it's I try to use it as an educational. I mean, some of these young men, it's the first time they've been on an airplane, so they get educational opportunity to fly, being able to go to the Naismith Hall of Fame, which is a worldwide Hall of Fame for all of basketball. So they get a chance to tour that, talk to people and get some insight on the Hall of Fame, and hopefully that will encourage them, to work harder and develop their skills in basketball.
All right there, Coach. Well, I tell you what, I saw some of the pictures you guys have been sharing out there on your Facebook page, the Peabody Warhorse basketball team. And just to see your jacket in that cage, it's good.
Yeah.
And it's enshrined right there. That's a very humbling thing to see.
It is, and that's my first time seeing it too. Because when I was up here in October, our itinerary was so jam packed, I didn't have a chance to visit the Hall of Fame. So this is my first time going in and looking at the exhibits.
All right, man. Well, I tell you what, Coach, I don't want to hold you up no longer, and we definitely gonna be rooting for you guys tonight. Let's continue to support programs like the program over at Peabody Magnet High School with Coach Smith, and let's also in this community, let's just think about the power of what sports bring to our young men and women. Until the next time we'll talk, we're gonna say stay safe, stay inspired, and let's keep building a stronger community, and let's keep having one conversation at a time and moving our community forward. Coach, thank you so much.
And thanks to what you do for keeping our community informed.
All right, sir. If you can hang on, I'm going to go ahead and end this.
Okay.